At this point, if you're a young nursing student, please, it's time to double up your security. This is getting out of hand. Around the 15th of June 2026, a young nursing student identified as Vivian Shilaka was stabbed to death in her house in an off-campus apartment in Alok community in Demili South local government area of Anambra State. Vivian was said to be a 200 level nursing student of the College of Nursing Science in Alok community, and she was living off campus alone. Some sources allege that she was an orphan, and she was also said to be a very intelligent student who had won multiple academic awards. Unfortunately, on this day, the 15th of June 2026, her lifeless body, was found outside her apartment, dead, with bruises and clear indication that she had been beaten and murdered. Her room was said to have been found wide open, and there were signs that clearly suggested that she had been in some kind of struggle with whoever killed her. There was a knife found on the floor, believed to be the murder weapon. Her pots, utensils, and other things were scattered around that clearly showed that this young lady fought the person that killed her right before she was overpowered and eventually murdered. But here is the thing. A page on Facebook has come up with a clearer post indicating and citing that her landlord is the person to be suspected. This group on Facebook is called India Law. So this is a group dedicated to people in that community. So they are the ones making this post, suggesting that Vivian's landlord, an older man by the name of Mr. Ogochukwu, is the one currently being held in police custody as the number one suspect. What is interesting is that the landlord was the one who had gone to report the case to the police. Mr. Ogochukwu, the landlord, was the one who saw Vivian's body and quickly went to the police station, told them that he believed that somebody had jumped into their compound, into their fence, attacked and killed Vivian. But why is he now the one that is being held on as the suspect? Well, it's not just only proximity, basically. This post that these community people made suggested that somehow, some way, Vivian may have told a few of her colleagues or friends or people that her landlord in the past had made passes at her, had tried to flirt with her, had tried to make advances at her, and she had turned him down multiple times. And this is why the police are believing that he could be a possible suspect. They also allege that this incident happened around the 14th of June, and this post even went on to paint a possible scenario that has not been confirmed by the police. Just to be clear, that they believe the landlord approached the girl again, this time to force himself on her, given that the compound was quiet and there were the only two people in the compound, and she put up a fight and he overpowered her, killed her, and went on to call the police to claim that somebody jumped over the fence to do it to her. The post went on to allude that the police themselves investigated and searched the landlord's apartment and saw some blood stains, citing that if the killing happened in Vivian's apartment, how come there are blood stains in the landlord's apartment? However, there was one thing that this post went on to explain that I find very suspicious, and I think this is the part that is quite telling. The post said that the neighbors around the house are aware that in that compound there is a dog that barks uncontrollably. It's unclear who owns the dog, but it is believed to be the landlord's dog. So it's also believed the landlord may also live in the same compound. However, they are saying that that dog used to bark for no good reason, that dog stays barking. But on that particular day, and around the time they believe the incident happened, around the 14th of June, they did not hear the dog barking. The dog never barked, which was odd, because if indeed somebody had jumped into the fence and had fought this girl up to the point the girl came out of her house, then the dog would have barked long enough for people to suspect what was going on, long enough for people to come out to find out why is this dog barking, for them to see that indeed there was an intruder in that house and somebody's life was in danger. But the fact that the dog did not bark out of the ordinary around that period of time indicates that whatever may have happened in that compound, or whoever may have come into that compound to attack this young lady, was somebody familiar to that dog. And that is why many people are believing that Mr. Ogochukwu, the landlord, could be the most likely suspect. But it's important to note that the police have not indicted him. He has not been charged. He's still a suspect. He's still being investigated. He's innocent until proven guilty. Because at the end of the day, there is still that possibility that it's somebody else who jumped over the fence. There is still that possibility that it's somebody she knew that came into her house and the fight happened, and the person may have even killed her from the house and left, and she crawled outside to die where she was found. Because in the video, her body was outside and her house was scattered, which clearly shows that whoever she was dealing with, they fought from the inside of her house up onto outside to where she passed. Anything is possible. Did she have a boyfriend? Did she have anybody she was in a relationship with? An ex-boyfriend? Now, here is the thing, and this is what I want to just put out there. For me, if the landlord is a major suspect, it will not be hard to spot that he's the one. If it's being said that this girl had a fight with her killer, I'm sure she would have caused or given him some kind of injury, some kind of wound, some kind of stress or something would have. I don't believe it would be a flawless fight to a point where this man would overpower her, that she would not at least scratch, bite, or wound him in a way that would show that this man had been in a fight. So all they need to do now is, I don't know, since he's in the police custody, strip him naked, check for any fresh wound, any recent injury. That would help. This was actually how they caught that killer, the one that raped that little nurse, that young nursing student in one community that we talked about. The same way, they saw the suspect had fresh injuries all over, scratch injuries, and that was how they were able to pin it on him, that he had been in a struggle and in a fight. So if this was the same scenario where there was a fight and this girl fought this man out of her, whoever she fought definitely has an injury. But if there was a struggle, if there was a fight, and if she really did put up a fight, her fingernails would have some kind of DNA to prove that the person she was fighting with actually might be the landlord or anyone else. It's just unfortunate that a lot of young girls are going through this kind of situation. Many young girls right now are targets. Just because you're a young girl living alone, you don't know who is trailing you. It could be your neighbor. We've seen cases that it's the next door neighbors. We've seen cases where it's the gate man, the laundryman, the plumber, a random guy from the streets, a classmate you who asks you for number and you say no. Dear young ladies, it's time to protect yourself. At this point in Nigeria, the level of insecurity is so high. People are getting kidnapped, people are getting raped, people are getting killed, and it's becoming very scary. There's an app called the Trigger app on your Play Store and your Apple Store. It's like an emergency button. If you download this app and you ever feel like you're in danger in your house or on your way to see a friend at a party or in a vehicle, in a bus, while traveling, all you have to do is press one button. Press one button on this app and all your emergency contacts would be notified that you are in danger. They would also get your current location, and they will get instant audio recording of your immediate environment. This will come in handy if they need to prove anything in court. The app is like screaming for help, but quietly. You are screaming for help, but the person doesn't even know that you won't even need to hold your phone on your ear to do hello, hello, come and help me. That one button alone has sent the message, and whoever is trying to hurt you will not even know that you've notified everybody on your emergency contact that you need help, and they know of your location and they know of your live location in case they move you from one location to another. Download this app and let's hope that at least we can just take precaution in protecting ourselves, because the way things are going now in this country, everybody needs to be alert and everybody needs to do their best to protect themselves, as they won't let us go with weapons, because we cannot be carrying guns everywhere we go. And before you pick your phone to call for help, you're gone. It's getting really serious out here.